I'm gonna be honest though, with the way this is going, I don't think Graham is gonna make it till the end of this episode.
Recovering Lord Sullen's xylophone certainly sounds like a charming ruckus. Don't get me wrong, but I'm looking for a quest to be remembered by. One final adventure for future generations to share. Surely, my dear friend, you can relate to that. Oh, hello, Gwendolyn. Come on in.
Where did your friend go?
Why, he's right behind you, keeping warm by the fire.
There's no one there.
Not to worry, he'll be back. Always bouncing in and out, that one, like a slingshot.
Grandpa, we need to talk.
Of course, sweetheart. What'll it be? Dragons, treasure, love stories.
We need to talk about this.
I see. Come here.
Graham.
I am so sorry. I should have told you when I had the chance.
I'm just not ready for you to go.
Listen to me. I am not leaving you. Not yet. The mirror promised me one final adventure.
But the doctors, they said...
Has the magic mirror led us astray before?
Gwendolyn,
I'll be here
it's
for
magic.
one more adventure, no matter what any doctor says.
So, where's this adventure taking place?
I haven't decided yet, but it's going to be grand. One for the tapestries of time. I was thinking Serenia, or a family trip back to Avalon.
Grandpa, you can't even get out of bed.
Oh, I can get out of bed all right, just saving up my strength.
I need to know why.
Why? I thought it would
You
be
defeat
nice
Daphne
to
well.
have an adventure outside these walls with the whole
I think
family.
Alexander does in King's Quest 6, right?
That. I need to know why the doctors can't fix you. There has to be a magical fruit that can cure you, or a spell to extend your life. I just can't believe that you're only suffering from old age.
Take a seat. There are a few more stories I have yet to share. For as long as I can remember, adventure always had a way of finding me. But as I grew older, I had to find adventure for myself.
Sweetheart, are you sure you need to go out questing for trouble at our ripe old age?
Darling, this old hat may be tattered, but it's not ready to be hung up yet.
I know. I know. As long as you're living, you'll be working to make Daventry perfect. But what's the point of working so hard if we never can enjoy it? We still haven't watched a single sunset from the Rose Garden.
But there's still so
Honey, I'm
much
living
to
that
do,
grind set.
I need to stay sharp. I just don't want my legacy to fizzle out like King Edward's.
Do what you like. I know I won't be able to convince you otherwise.
I probably should have stayed back and watched that sunset, but I had adventure on my mind. Perhaps there was another lost treasure to recover, or a unicorn to be rescued. Oh, if I was lucky, a hideous beast would be terrorizing the kingdom.
Could turn Graham into a cat boy. It could do. We just need some of them cat cookies, right? The thing I really like about this is that I feel like Gwendolyn's instinct is really on point, because in the King's Quest games, any problem that comes up is a puzzle to be solved. But despite the fact that human brains tend to like to organize things that way, real life isn't necessarily that, right? Like, not everything in the world is a puzzle with a correct solution. Sometimes there's no right answer, and sometimes there's just not a way to fix something. And what is happening is Graham is old, and like, that's complicated and like emotional, and there's not, you know, a way to solve or cure that. And that is kind of wild, because that's never been the case in a King's Quest game before. Even when, like, in King's Quest 6, when Casima's parents died, if you got them back from the land of the dead, you know? I don't know if it's region based, but I was just able to pick this game up on sale on the PSN for about $8. Nice. I think it's pretty good. I think I'd recommend this game. I'm really glad I got to share it. Oh, look at Graham's walk cycle. That's a good one. Oh, Graham, you're back. See, I'm gonna live forever. I'm never gonna die. See, that's a great strategy.
It seems like only yesterday you taught my arrow to fly. It seems the town was always a good place to start an adventure. Perhaps I should start there.
I also kind of like that we never really get to see the moat monster. Like, we know there's a monster in this moat, but we never really get to hang out with him. I'm gonna see the tree in the town square. You got it. Whisper can do it.
Wait, aren't you forgetting?
Huh? What was that?
Oh, never mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt.
But Olfie.
Amaya and I cleared out all the spiniferous thorn weeds in the backwoods and planted a lovely rose garden instead.
Wait, what happened to the snarling Snarlaxes? With purple eyes, blue glowing pupils, 6 legs, 3 claws, and 1 tooth.
They had to be crumbled. Ruined the castle's curb appeal, I'm afraid.
Oh. I think we should have made friends with them. I do miss the Snorlaxes. What is this? Look at those Banooies! Kaboing, kaboing, kaboing. Are we old now? I've been old for a while. TBH. Take a little rest. Looks like something to lift, and if it could be lifted, Who whisper can do it?
I'm starting to question his commitment to our guild.
I wish all of you would stay put. This meeting is already way over schedule.
I'm getting tired of opening that door for him.
The clang of that copper bell brought me right back to my younger days as a squire.
Hold on, Grandpa.
Yes, sweetheart?
It wasn't a bell.
Oh? And what was it?
It was a horn.
A horn. Remember?
Oh, that's right. Forgive my momentary lapse of memory.
Badger. Badger, badger, mushroom,
The patch of
mushroom.
fire impeded my path forward. A mere brain teaser to get my logic wheels spinning.
Gosh,
As
this
long as
episode
he
feels
knows
so
the
strange.
password, we have to let him in. Where does he keep disappearing to?
So, like,
He probably knows we don't have the croissant.
this episode's really interesting because it's taking a lot of
He needs
the,
to work on
like,
his time management skills.
we're taking some of the aspects from the first episode and, like, going backwards, right? Getting to this castle was one of the last areas in episode 1, and it's the first area in this one. So it's kind of like working things backwards, but it seems like Graham, like, the thing about this is it's kind of recontextualizing some of the stuff from episode 1. Use whip. Oh, I will. And hey, large cats, how's it going? I hope you're having a great one. It's kind of recontextualizing some of the stuff in the earlier episodes, because when we see Graham's memory going here, it's like how much of what we were told or how much of what we played was an unreliable narrator, you know?
After Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin holes.
He'd better come soon.
The poor goblins.
I'm sure he'll be back any second. Now, Pilar, I don't know if I'd say it like that.
Read some film theory about
He
pre-World
probably
War
knows
II
we don't
German
have the
cinema.
croissant.
Oh, that sounds good.
Years ago, if my memory serves me correctly, we redesigned that old meeting space into a
Bridge Troll Memorial? Commemorative fountain. Sandbox for children. I think we need a Bridge Troll Memorial. I feel like we need to appreciate the bridge trolls. I definitely don't want a sandbox. What would the fountain commemorate? Afternoon, Corgi. How you doing?
a memorial honoring Pilar and Mr. Watts.
Aww. Look at their statues.
Pilar transferred to Ludor in the summer of 1679, and she was annoyed to find out there was, in fact, no bridge troll guild in existence there. Hungry and poor, she discovered a new cause to rally behind. She founded the first charity whose mission was to feed the trolls.
Oh. Fucking unionize them over there. Revolution.
Waddles retired when I took the throne. He stayed local, though, and created most of the art and tapestries that you see on the castle walls. He finally became the drawbridge that he always dreamed of.
Oh, because he did art. It's a drawbridge. The option to pelt bun with tarts costs less than the option. Oh, don't channel.
I remember those steps being a lot lower. I used to just whisk up and down them.
Look at him go. Graham's having an adventure.
Am I remembering this right? We redesigned the space into a
Oh, I see what's up. I know what we need to do.
sandbox that all the children of Daventry could enjoy.
Hey, how come I never got to play in that sandbox?
Your father was always paranoid about badgers doing their business in there and would never let me take you. Ah, a randomly placed item to add to my inventory. My adventure was already off to a great start.
Love a good inventory item. Any good adventure needs one. They do gotta be about their business, though.
Redesigned the space into a commemorative fountain honoring every guard who ever served the Kingdom of Daventry.
That is a good pose, though.
The fountain was meant for every guard who served Daventry. But I couldn't help shedding a tear for Larry every time I passed by.
Larry.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods.
That's a cute reference. I get that. Yeah, buckets do be good.
We redesigned this a memorial.
There we go. Statue must have steel supports inside it to maintain the pose. Probably, yeah. I would imagine. The life-giving water, nectar of the gods, is a reference to a line from King's Quest 5? When Graham has to drink going through the desert.
Why, yes, I am, and forever will have a place in Bun's inventory pocket. Lucky Bunsen Goo.
The fire was extinguished, and my journey continued.
Why was Ulfie's back on fire?
Ah, that's better. Thanks, King Bandicoot.
You're very welcome, friend.
Aww.
Wait, what's going on? Where's Ulfie?
What do you mean, sweetheart? He's right there. Ulfie, a magical talking bridge.
What?
Oh, hold on a second. You may be right. Ulfie was a bridge with a troll on his back, right? Oh, sorry. I mean, a troll with a bridge on his back.
Correct.
Oh.
How did your back catch on fire?
Oh, I'm not sure. Ulfie was taking a nap and then became very itchy. Probably just another heat rash.
A cool bath with 2 cups of oatmeal should clear that up. It's worked wonders for me.
Yeah, your skin does look fantastic for 86.
Well, that's a shame. I'm 77.
Oh, my apologies, King. At 386, Ulfie's memory isn't what it used to be.
I know. You told me that yesterday.
Oh, I did, didn't I? Can you believe how old we've grown?
It seems like
This is a good
only
bridge troll.
yesterday we were dancing the dance of the official Bridge Troll Guild. And all the paths through Daventry were wide open. I just hope I chose the right direction, because my journey has become a bit of a straight line lately.
Oh, I hope that's not why you squeezed into your adventuring gear. It's been Ulfie's pleasure to watch your little bridge take root and blossom into King Graham the Brave. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Well, if you enjoyed my earlier accomplishments, wait until you see the greatness my next adventure will bring. I couldn't wait to get into
Graham's
town.
puzzles are linear
The
lately.
square
I
was
think they
probably
knew,
full of
right?
people in need of an adventurer. Someone to fetch treasures or forage rare ingredients. On that day, I would have taken any quests offered. One slight problem. I couldn't remember which way the town was. Which way was the town again? My muscle memory was having a hard time remembering.
Why? What's all this fire about? Oh gosh. My controls are backwards, by the way. So that goes back to the rose garden? Okay. It's all backward. It's backwards. What is that all about?
Oh, please, no! Is this how I would be remembered? I had to enter those flames before my legacy was burned to the ground.
Ooh.
Bun is my big O friendly guy, Lucky Bunyay.
Aww. So there's our treasure chest, our shield, and our trophy. I wonder if we have to choose which one to grab. I'm gonna go grab the treasure. Where did all this fire come from, though?
I saved one treasure, but it wasn't good enough. I pushed myself to grab another one. Even in my old age, I was still pretty smoking.
Sure hope it's not symbolic. Oh, we gotta go the long way around. All right. This episode feels weird, doesn't it?
Two treasures saved. They were charred, but not beyond repair. I probably should have stopped there, but there was no turning back now.
Grandpa, what were you thinking?
Shh. I need to concentrate.
Was all that really worth it?
Sorry, have my stories been good enough?
What do you mean? Your stories have been amazing.
I'm just not sure. There's so much more I could have told you. There are so many other details that I forgot to mention.
Grandpa, your stories are perfect. Just the way they are.
I just needed more time. Give me a few moments. I need to fill you in on some other details.
Grandpa, I'd like to remember the stories how they were first told to me.
They'll be better with all this stuff I forgot. Trust me.
Please don't ruin my memories.
What is this?
What are those?
Fairies. I couldn't figure out where they fit in the story.
Perhaps the story was better without them.
Oh, this is cut content, isn't it? Music is the key to unlocking this memory.
See that? This is Tree Dorman, Amaya's partner.
Grandpa, Amaya doesn't need a partner. She's a strong woman by herself. Besides, he kind of seems underdeveloped.
You may be right.
It's true, though.
Did I tell you that the goblins rode around on rats in the caves?
No, but how does that make any sense?
I do like those ratties. Let me see. 1 and 2 are both violet. Yellow, purple. Green, red. Purple. I wonder if they were running out of time and money and this was a clever way to save effort. I think a little bit, yeah. But it's still doing a pretty effective job at, I think at least, conveying Graham's concern over the legacy that he's leaving, right? Like, it's interesting that the problem that Graham is tackling here, that Graham has never tackled a problem like this before, where there isn't, like, a solution to it. Like, he's trying to solve the legacy that he's leaving like it's a puzzle. And also, yeah, a little bit of the devs. That Homestuck money they took wasn't going to last forever. I'm pretty sure this was made with Sierra and Activision money, but yeah. Violet, violet.
This is placing me uncomfortably into my own head of what my own legacy is. Sure sad.
Aww. Don't worry about that kind of thing. Don't you do it. Was it yellow green? Yellow purple? Which one is first? Is that one? Yellow, purple. Like something good came out of Homestuck. Green, red, purple. Okay.
And Whisper's song. How could I have forgotten Whisper's song? He sang it to Amaya when Alexander first met them.
I think a song would have made that chapter a little too long.
Whisper at a musical number?
Whisper may have raved about how Whisper was brave. But my boldest feat on land or sea is loving you more than I love me. Love is
We got
patient,
fucking
love is
robbed.
kind. It does not envy. It does not boast. Hey, love can boast, right? Whoever wrote that has some learning to do. Now, bask in the words I'm about to sing at you. Life was once full of danger and enemies. Whisper was brave, vanquished all foes, I mean ran away speedily, and you tempered my armor and then
It's a whole
my
thing.
heart right from the start. You mended all my shiny parts. You're bold, daring, endowed with a muscular lower jaw.
Oh, they recorded this
wait,
awesome song, but
hold
didn't
on. Is
manage
that
to make a scene for it.
description of
Exactly.
you or moi? And side by side, together you and I, what as Whisper can soar, Whisper can roar, after I'm all done with my chores. Whisper now cooks, Whisper now cleans, does any fetch quest for his queen. But my boldest feat on
Whisper's a
land
good
or
bottom.
sea is loving you more than I love.
Have fun, Foxy. Have a good night.
And I love me. I love me.
Hey, Ghost, how's it going? This is gonna be the new starting song? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Please pretend I wrote a funny thing here. My brain is so soft and so tired.
Spaghetto. That's pretty good. Thank you so much, and welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty.
There was another puzzle in the ice labyrinth. I feared it was too hard to understand, but perhaps I was wrong. I had to find a way to get everyone on the switches.
Oh. Graham. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. Hi, Usagi. How's it going tonight? Pandy Bear. How are you? Let's see. What if I go up? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Just got called in for a shift at work. Oh, have a good time, Johnny.
Oh,
I will still
and there
fight
was
for
this
my
whole
belief that the plural
other
of moose is
hidden
moosin.
Wetzel
I will die on
wolf
this hill.
Did I ever tell you about the time I raced on top of
Mises.
the bridge trolls? What about my
Grandpa.
sorcery battle with the winged
Grandpa.
ones?
Stop! Your stories were perfect. Didn't you tell me that no story is ever done? It just stops being rewritten?
I will go back and fix them.
The tree. There it is.
We were planted
Moosins.
in Daventry at the same time, but just like my legacy, this tree would outgrow me.
Graham struggling with authorial intent. Yeah. It's interesting though, right? Like, this episode is complicated. There's a concern that like the things you're leaving behind aren't perfect or aren't representative of what you wanted or what you imagined.
I had beefed up security on that back gate to make sure no Wetzel wolves could break in. The lock was crafted from very rare chromium I mined from the caverns in Ceridia. It was resistant to magic and required multiple keys. Of course, I couldn't remember where I had hidden them.
I'm sure they're probably around.
The tree will outgrow you. Until someone cuts it down to build a bypass. Because it's a bypass, it needs to be built. Picks up his Hitchhiker's Guide reference.
It's such a good walking animation, right? Doom Guy 2 million, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Oh my gosh. Is that... Yeah, I think I got that right. Pandy Bear Game, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Nice to have y'all here.
It seemed like when I was younger, every door was open to me. But as I grew, one by one, they began to close.
Why Rock Nody, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. It does seem like these games have gotten more linear as they've gone along. And now I'm wondering if that was on purpose. Right? I want to see Acorn's shop, though. He opened up a little craft store there with his, like, all his yarn all over the place. Why did they make this game
Mood,
sad?
Grain. Mood.
Locked as well. Really only leaves me with one choice.
This game has always been a little bit, like, emotional, but now it's like... This episode hits really hard.
The fumes from the Crumbler 2 were still stuck to the walls, and it appeared the shop had not been sold yet.
Oh. Oh, I don't like those implications. Does mobile Twitch not have a display of what game is being played? I'm not sure, actually. This is King's Quest 2015. A Triumph commemorative plate. Ooh. Are you going to play the epilogue after this? Yes, I'm going to do the epilogue this stream.
There were many crumbles.
'Cause we need it.
over the years, but the first one was my favorite.
This like gosh, this episode gets a little heavy. The epilogue is much more feel good. So it'll be a good catharsis after this.
She never stopped filling those work orders.
Amaya's so hardworking. Look in the back there. There's like one of the cages that we were in during the oh, it provides aftercare. It's very important. Don't make me bust out this, but aftercare is very important, okay? More fire. Where's all the fire coming from?
No! No! My castle! I ran back home to make sure everyone was safe.
Have a good one, Johnny. See what they're doing here? Burning memories, huh? Kind of, yeah. That's definitely the implication. I believe so, Molly, yeah. It's kind of a terrifying concept, though.
Well, hello there, friend.
Inconceivable.
Manny, hasn't your game grown tired and old?
Oh, I'm quite finished expending my efforts to refine this cesspit. I sacrificed my best years to the pursuit of a better Daventry. Now there's nothing left for me to do except watch as it burns to the ground and to hope that it will all be forgotten.
It was never about a better Daventry, and you know it. You just want to prove you're better than me.
Better than you? What have you ever contributed to this kingdom? If I didn't rig the night tournament, you wouldn't even be standing here. No, you owe your entire legacy to all the cretins that sacrificed their lives to build it.
Well then,
No, he's got a
leave my
point
family
there.
out of it. Come out of hiding and face me alone. I'll grant you the rematch you so desperately seek.
Graham, your bones are too weak for a duel of strength, and your ankles would fracture in any contest of speed. Would your
I mean, that's how
rusty
monarchy
memory
works.
even provide any decent competition in a game of wits?
What's the matter, Manny? Are you afraid if I win, you will run out of excuses for why you were never crowned king?
I mislike
All right.
most of this game.
First,
I am probably going to get lost at times, and maybe sad. I'm just going to duck back into your pocket, Bun, and maybe mute stream. I will lurk and help you with your numbers.
Okay.
I'll check back later. I'll be fine. I just maybe need some time or something.
That's
Honey, God
okay.
love.
This one's pretty heavy. If you need to duck out, it's all good.
Prove to me that you're still strong and quick. You know where to find me.
All right, mine, don't fail me now.
So we are just a collective of how people we met impacted us and how we react to it. And vice versa, of course. No, you're fine, Belly. You're good. Because it's also about how we impact others, right? I put a lot of stake in this kind of thing, in like the way that
Why, hello, old friend.
people are going to be remembered. Oh, I think we get to explore more of this area. Okay, that's what we should do. Okay.
It needs to be said that you all are just too hecking kind, and I am thankful.
Hang on a sec. There we go. Okay. What happened there? I do love the frogos. Last time we had Whisper's help catching one of these things. Do we need to catch one again, do you think?
Hold on, that's not right.
It's still Graham's story, and we never made a huge changes, like killing Manny or something, but the world is definitely different for us having gone through it. I think so too. And it's worth, like, I feel like this one's worth replaying, which is kind of stands in contrast to our Heavy Rain playthrough. But getting to see all the different interactions is, I think, pretty
There's
interesting.
nothing else to see that way.
So it's worth going through and seeing, like, the different paths. It's way worse than you remember. Huh. Is that another one of those plates? Ah, of course, the Knights tournament, yeah. All the water's gone from this river, too. Big pockets. He doesn't even have his cape on, though. Oh gosh, they cut down the tree with the bees in it. Oh. It's kind of sad. Join us on Tuesday sometime? Yeah, we're playing more Heavy Rain on Tuesday. But yeah, this one's interesting because none of the different paths invalidate each other. It's not really like like Heavy Rain has several different like endings. Or a lot of like the Telltale games will have like different choices that invalidate each other. Like either a character lives through the scene or they die, or like some drastic permanent change is made. The changes in this game are more to do with like how you react to the world and how the world reacts to Graham rather than making these like big permanent changes. So there's no characters that are going to live or die based on your choices. There's not like areas of the game that you won't be able to get to or like a dramatically different ending. But the way that the game works is like the reason we're remembered as King Graham the Brave is because of choices that we made. So like we could be remembered as King Graham the Kind or King Graham the Wise, depending on our actions. Doesn't Witch Sister die depending on your actions? That's true. That's a thing that does change. But there's like a lot of this is like how the characters react to you and what your relationships with them are, and all that kind of stuff is like, yeah, much more subtle. And I don't think they're less impactful. I actually think this is I don't want to say this is a better way of doing like in-game choices, but it's definitely an interesting one, and a totally valid one, because while you're not making like Mass Effect style, like big universe-changing choices, your choices still clearly matter, and in a way where I would be willing to play this game multiple times, multiple different ways, and see where all the choices lead. Whereas, like, I've tried to play Mass Effect a couple times, and I never wind up making different choices, I don't think.
One key was definitely locked in here. If only I could remember the combination.
Just leave no witnesses, and you shall write your own account of the past. This light will
These
help
things
clear
always
up your
more
tunnel
fun in
vision.
groups.
Who painted
Wonderful, my favorite. Abstract art. I can't quite recall what the picture looked like.
Yeah.
Was it
Purple.
purple?
Purple badgers.
Was it pink? Was it orange?
I see what it is.
Wait 1 sec.
Badger, 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 mushroom, mushroom. Alright. Banuis. Frog. Badgers. And then, Mr. Fancy Cakes. Mr. Fancy Cakes is gonna outlive Graham, ain't he? Huh. You ever wonder what the man who made that is up to now? The badger mushroom thing? Oh, that's Weeble. Still making Flash videos. Believe it or not. Still putting out little musical videos in the same style. Alright, here's a Banui. 1, 2, 3. There's one back there, that's a 4. 4. There's 5. Behind chat there. There's a 6th one right here. Okay. Alright. So we've got 6 Banuis. So the first digit is 6, I think. Now the second digit is how many Frogas there are. Every time you come back into the arena, there's another Banui. Just more every time, yeah. And will ascend. I'm sorry for the white on the screen. This is like, we've just walked into the Bandai, like the, what is it, the Namco logo at the beginning of Elden Ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Frogas. Okay. 6 Froga. It's basically opening Discord with light themes on. Discord has a light theme? What? Is Graham the Elden Lord? You bet. I mean, his name starts with a G. You didn't know? I had no idea. Alright, I think there's 6 Banuis. And I think, what did I say? 6 Frogas? What is all this then? Oh, there's another Banui here. That's so sneaky. There's a 7th Banui. Alright, 7 and then 6. Now the badgers are a bit tricky because they're different. It's not the number of badgers. Because you would think, oh, is there one?
Remembering this wrong. Was it purple?
The purple has 8 badgers.
Was it orange?
The orange has 6 badgers.
Was it pink?
The pink has like a lot of badgers. However, if you look at the white lines on each of these,
pink?
it forms
Was it purple?
the number 2.
Wait 1 sec.
If you consider all of them. I think that's supposed to be 2. And then for fancy cakes here, I think we're supposed to figure out how much fancy cakes weighs. No, that's too many. Okay, Mr. Fancy Cakes weighs 3 small ones and 1 big one. Okay, okay. So let's see. How many small ones? 2 small ones are 4. So small ones are 2 each. The big ones... The big ones weigh less. I think. No, I think the big ones are 3. If the big ones are 3, then the 8 should be 2 big and 1 little. Yeah, okay. So Fancy Cakes is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So this should be 7, 6, 2, and 9. Okay, but say you had 12 fancy cakes, and one of them is infinitesimally heavier than the others. Do you think we missed a Banui? Oh, you know what I'm gonna guess? I'm gonna guess we need to catch that frog. Subtle changes also avoids the developmental issue of combinatorial explosion. There's a sense of the world becoming less real, everything making less sense, a disconnect from the people you know. Yes. It's interesting, too, that in the rest of the game, we don't really see Graham interact with the people from his stories, right? There's not really a sense of, like, Valenice is there, obviously, as is the rest of his family, but, like, there's people that, Gwendolyn doesn't know, like Ulfie and stuff like that, right? Appreciate the crossfade, for sure. Bunny behind a pillar. Oh, yeah. I think I had that one already. I'm gonna try to catch the frog, though. An X. That marks the spot. Oh, that's why we had to find the candle there. Because remember, the candle will eliminate our tunnel vision? Fantastical floating island, only steps away. It's so floaty. You'll be amazed. I gotta go see the floating island again. No floating islands this way, though. Huh. Oh, this is for the commemorative plates. Okay, that's right. I don't know how to feel about the Triumph commemorative plates, though. Because that implies that Triumph is... I mean... How long do guinea pigs live?
The Hobblepots and I used a spell from Hagatha's book to enchant the floating island to actually float.
Aww. They did it. SBCG48. I don't think I'm familiar. Y'all ever think about Magic Portrait Bramble? Magic Portrait Bramble is a whole heckin' mood.
Goblins thrived in the rocks to the east, so I stayed away.
Oh, Strong Bad's cool game for attractive people. That's right. One of these days... Oh, I see. I understand why that's there. That's because that's where Triumph was. One of these days, I should probably watch Homestar Runner. Yeah, maybe. Meow, 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 meow.
I was happy my lighting project had been implemented, but I did miss using my pumpkin lantern.
You're gonna say Homestuck? I definitely do not need to watch Homestuck. Or however you consume Homestuck. I think I did almost say that, though. You consume it orally? I'd rather not.
Alexander returned, we sealed up the goblin hole.
This is also why I haven't like I haven't played Undertale at all. It's not my aesthetic. By which I mean I absolutely played Undertale. I even did a tier list of all the characters from that game that I totally played and know lots of things about. Absolutely. I think I did a very good job objectively rating all of these characters that I definitely know. Yeah, B. Santello, best Undertale character. Did you see this rating? I did, it is saved. Okay. I mean, that worked. I loved when Kreblo and Skunklidor kissed. My favorite characters. Classic ship, yeah. Hey, Shadow Wolf, how's it going? Yeah, which collection did I put that Undertale character
Something
ranking
seems
in?
off.
Oh. Oh.
The key was a bit too high for me to reach.
Ranking these piles of identical dust by fuckability. That's a pretty good one. I've considered doing a Pokemon ranking entirely by the quality of pornography that exists of them. I like that the goblins are living above ground now. That's great. That's awesome. Love me some goblins. Like there's an entire series I only know via porn. Well, that's Undertale for me. Like I know that there's like I know that Toriel exists, and that's about it. I think that's the only character I know from SNA tier would be easy enough, but anything under that would be a deep fucking dive. Yeah, definitely.
Apologies, it was
I don't know how to get up there. Everyone wants the goat mom, and for good reason, I think. Gosh, there's more than a few series that I only know from because pornography exists of them. Oh, that's why it'll light up the tunnel. Okay. If this puzzle has you trapped, use this shovel? It's a shovel. Shovel to dig up the answer. Shuggle. I think that's a character from the Labyrinth. Uh... Use the shovel on everything. You got it. Shovel is my favoriteest Undertale character after Nicolas Cage. Yeah. Oh, if this puzzle has you trapped. Because, yeah. Got it. Alright. That Shuggle was a PopCap matching game. Shugloth is, it's always knife to meet the pun king. Oh. Shuggle 2! That was one of the best E3s. Well, who could the pun king be if not Graham? Right? It was Hoggle? Yeah. Hoggle's a friend. There's like Shuggle, pegging, pantses versus Zambonis, bedazzled. Yeah. Gosh, you know what I need to do? Do y'all watch Poppy at all? Poppy invited me on stream to watch like videos or something. He was like, I don't know what we would do, but you should come on stream and we'll watch something. And I was like, you want to watch old E3s? Like old E3 presentations? I think it'd be fun. Let's see. Is that how we're supposed to line this up? Oh, I see. The arrows and then Graham pointing, right? The pointing? Probably the pointing. I, R, R, I, and P? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. Hmm. Well, that was correct. Okay. Oh, rip Triumph. Oh. I miss Triumph. What a good guinea pig. Oh my god, curry murmurs. Alright, so we've got 3 out of 4 keys. We've got a Kanifa. Oh, backgate key 1 of 4. Backgate key 3 of 4. Oh, so we have 2 keys. Oh, right, because one of them is at the top of the goblin ruins. Alright, okay. Not ruins, like the goblin houses. That's right. Hmm. Bun, what have you got there? A knife! No! Pun King? Pumpkin. Pumpkin. Punking. Punk. Close enough. Oh. Aww. Take that. Always wanted to try fly fishing before I croak. On your brain cell, it works. Every once in a while, it'll work. Graham's the Pump King. Fly fishing before I croak. Also, a lot of these are like... Eight. Got it. There is an overarching theme of death here, isn't there? The first little puzzle we solved was the light at the end of the tunnel. The second one, we had to unearth something that was buried. I wanted to try fly fishing before I croak. We solved that little puzzle with Triumph, and the code was RIP. Graham is fearing death. That's like, yeah. I mean, that's the obvious implication, but I just wanted to point out how, like, almost every aspect of this puzzle has to do with that. But in a kind of subtle way. It's interesting. Alright. 7, 8, 2, 4, 2, 9. There it is. Conflicted? Conflicted's right. Yeah. This game gets a little heavy. It's fine though, because his son literally been to the underworld and back, so clearly Graham should have the upper hand. It's true. He made the Lord of the Underworld cry. He held up a mirror and he was like, "Look at this ugly motherfucker." And he was like, "That's so rude. Why would you do that? Why would you say that? That's so mean." Hey Tarthlus, how's it going? Oh, we still have the frog though. Where do we go with the frog? Has news? Lay the news on me. Why can't I talk today? Totally fair, Fury. Did my first TV spot for my college. Ooh. That sounds like fun. The Ludes. Yeah. Did all the makeup in our direction? Nice. That's a lot of work. Bun's brain inherently wants to ask for the Ludes. Listen. Listen. Now, listen. Oh, that's weird. So the...
I may be remembering this wrong.
Okay, so this time the holes are open, but the buildings aren't there. Oh no, Graham. Insert disc number 22. Alright, so now we have a ladder. Graham's life alert goes off. Help, I've fallen. I can't get up. Okay, so now they're closed. And then I leave and then come back. Here we go. Culus, how are you? Big King's Quest fan? I heckin' love these games. I have not played all of them. But I wanted to show off this one because I think it went under a lot of people's radars. And I also think it's pretty good. Come and do that Space Quest. The Space Quest games get wild, don't they? Oh, thank you. Heck. This is the only King's Quest I've not played. Interesting. Yeah, like I said, I think it went under the radar for a lot of people. And it's not like it's a remake or a remastering or even like a reimagining. It's a retelling. It's like an older Graham telling stories about not what happened in the old King's Quest games, but kind of what happened in between them. And it ends up being really cool. Tricking your own memory into finding your car keys is the theme of this chapter. Yes. That sounds about right, yeah. It do be like that. It's a lovely nod to the series. That's what I think, yeah. Even for someone like me who hasn't played a bunch of the King's Quest games, I was never as big into Sierra as I was into like LucasArts. The Monkey Island games were like my obsession. But I did play a couple of the King's Quest games and enjoyed them well enough. I want to hear your opinion of something? I love talking about my terrible opinions. Lay them on me. Full Throttle was my first LucasArts adventure. Full Throttle's fucking great. Very short. But super good. Yeah. Should the Oscars be terminated? I think they're fine. They're like, you know, if like if actors and directors and whatever need awards, then good on them, I guess. That's fine. I've never watched the Oscars. Or really any awards shows. I can't be arsed to care. Like, as much as I love movies and everything, like, if they want to have them, that's fine.
I remembered where all the keys were, and the lock was open, which proved my mind was still quick. I pocketed the chromium. It was too rare to leave sitting on the ground.
Appreciate being able to play through full throttle in the time it takes to watch a feature film without skipping dialogue. Yeah, that's true. I'm so excited there's a new Monkey Island coming out, though. Oh my gosh. I think I should close that door so that Wetzel Wolves don't get... it's fine. So he left the academy. I don't have an opinion on that. That's some drama, and I just can't be, like... I kinda can't be bothered. Fun relies on weird recommendations from me. Let's say I end up watching weird shit like Mio in the Land of Far Away. That's true. Yeah. That's true. Some weird games can be hidden gems? Absolutely. I love me some weird games. I think there's value in playing games that are like not just strange, but like poorly received or bad, or like not just for like entertainment purposes of like making fun of them, but like exploring bad media is fascinating to me. And I also find them like artistically important. Outsider perspective on mechanics. Yeah, things like that. Very cool. Movie Banui rankings? Oh. I have so much trouble ranking movies. My opinions are stronger about video games, but like when it comes to movies, like I can enjoy such a range of things that like my ranking would be very weird. What is your opinion on Elden Ring? I've been loving it. It's very long. Ubisoft and Sony hates it. I don't think that's true. I think it's like one or two developers who, it was just two people. Like it wasn't the companies or anything like that. Companies don't have opinions. There was a UI designer for, it was the mission designer for Guerrilla Games and one of the UI designers for Ubisoft that said that,
I'm gonna feel that for the next 10 years.
Salty about it because their game sucks. So I think it's interesting because the place that they're coming from is this idea that there is a way to do UI design correctly or a way to do mission design correctly. And they're coming into contact with a game that doesn't follow any of those conventions and is still being successful. And it's like, it's a problem, right? Because one of the reasons that Ubisoft games feel so homogenized is because they feel like they've found the best way to communicate things like UI or mission design or open worlds or things like that, right? And every game that they make should conform to that same formula because they think they've found the right one, right? Whereas, like, similar to this game, where they're seeing things like UI or things like open world design as a puzzle to solve with a solution, and that we've found the solution, and therefore anything that deviates from that should be unsuccessful, right? And the thing with Elden Ring is that it doesn't, and it's very successful. Because when you're making art, there's an infinite number of ways to communicate things like mechanical information or like missions or structure to the player, right? So, yeah, it's interesting to see. Like, I think they're wrong in saying that the UI design or that the mission design for Elden Ring is bad. But I also understand where they're coming from with their frustrations. I just think that they need to broaden their horizons more when it comes to that sort of thing. Broaden their horizons. Zero Dawn. Okay, I'll stop.
I don't remember adventures being so hard on the knees.
Yeah.
Forget leg day. I need to strengthen these ankles day.
Thank you. There's frustration comes from not making good games. To an extent. Like, I don't know. Like, the criticisms that I would levy at Ubisoft are myriad. Their company is terrible. Their CEOs are predators. They have a constant string of sexual abusers running almost every project there, and almost every studio under their purview is rife with abuse, exploitation, and just the worst people you could imagine. Those are my primary concerns of Ubisoft. The quality of their games comes second. And I think a lot of their games are probably are like mostly fine. They're competent. Although I think they are hamstrung by trying to fit into a single school of design. If that makes sense. Hey, I remember this puzzle. Can we still die by using this one? Yep.
I can't go out like that.
No. Yeah. As a player, when it's really important how the devs are speaking to you, like in a Ubisoft game, if I climb up a thing, it'll be marked as climbable. In Elden Ring, if it looks climbable, it might be and give me an item, or it might be a troll. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I think Elden Ring has a somewhat unique design for its world and its open world, and it doesn't feel the need. The thing that I like best about Elden Ring is that it's not afraid that a player is going to miss something. It kind of has this design philosophy where if the player misses something, that's fine. There's content in that game that won't be found for 4 years until it shows up on the wiki or something like that, right? We're going to be like data mining that game forever and finding new things, you know? And that's what I appreciated. I don't want every game to work that way. But I think that it works for Elden Ring, and that's fantastic. I do always feel like the open worlds in Ubisoft games are very concerned the players are going to miss something. They mark all their collectibles and all their like vantage points, and there's nothing in the environment that doesn't have an associated side quest or collectible or something like that. Like they're very concerned with the player being able to go everywhere and see everything, right? And there's not a lot of games these days that are okay with you missing out on stuff. One of the things I'll point at for this is actually like compare something like Morrowind to Skyrim. In Morrowind, really early on in that game, you can pick up a spell that increases your jump height to almost infinite levels, and like lets you jump across the map and fucking kill yourself because the falling damage will just destroy you. Or a spell that increases like your movement speed by 20,000% but makes you blind. Like there's all this wacky weird stuff in that game that you're not like supposed to do, or that like is totally okay to miss. But then you look at something like Skyrim, and in Skyrim you can be the leader of every single guild. You can do all of the guild quests for every guild. You could be the mage guild leader, you could be the assassin guild leader, you can be the fighter guild leader, all on the same character. You can be a vampire and a werewolf and the Dovahkiin, and like the game is so concerned with not locking you out of any content that you can just do everything. And on top of that, there's no reason to diversify your build, because like you could just get all of your skills up there to like maximum or whatever. Like you could just have all the skills, who cares? Whereas with something like Elden Ring, there's a reason to make multiple characters to try out like different weapons or different builds. You want to play the game again so that you can try sorcery, or you can try a faith build, or you could go through with knives and no armor. And like there's something interesting and fun about being able to play through a game multiple times, just because you can't do everything in one playthrough, right? And again, it's just a difference. It's not like a distinction. It's not like one of these is better than the other. Although I'm more into the Morrowind school of design than I am the Skyrim school of design. Like Skyrim I found very boring, personally. But it was also really successful. So I don't know, a lot of people liked it. So it's like, it's a difference. It's not that one's better than the other. And I wouldn't want every game to be like Elden Ring, but I do hope that we just get more diverse games. Skyrim is a role-playing game without you having to have a role. Very much so, yeah. And that's kind of how I feel about it.
I didn't feel that one, and I'm not sure that's a good thing.
Not many people will play a 50 to 100 hour game more than once. Absolutely true, yeah. But, I think that's okay. I think most people that play Elden Ring aren't going to beat it once, let alone multiple times to try to find everything that's in it or complete all the quest lines. That said, there's people who are still playing Fallout New Vegas.
You should be here any second.
You know how I feel about that name.
Fine, Mordak. Open your eyes. Look alive. Don't screw this up.
Screw this up? Might I remind you, it's my magic keeping you alive.
Yes, and when your magic concocts a working batch of Cosmolotion, I'll praise you. But my patience has grown thin, and I will not tolerate any more mistakes.
Brother, I warned you to stay away from those potions. You wouldn't hear it. I've wasted 30 years of my life trying to duplicate Hagatha's formula. And I'm afraid at this point,
Manon,
I'm
are
ready
you
to
still a
move
cat?
forward or move on.
Is your mind slipping in your golden years? Have you forgotten everything I've sacrificed for you? I took you in from the cold. I saved you from a life of goblin slavery. And you have the gall to complain about 30 measly years?
Well, sometimes it still feels like I'm a slave to a goblin.
Hold your tongue, Morden, or I will.
Is that Wallace Shawn? It sure is. He is a pretty well-written manipulator. Like, oof. The heavy gaslighting going on here.
Mordak, didn't I extinguish your flame years ago?
I was hiding under the floorboards.
I knew it.
How's the family?
Getting along surprisingly well since you shrunk them.
So glad to hear that.
Uh-huh. You mind moving out of the way? I have some business to attend to with your boss.
Mananin has strictly forbidden me to let you pass, unless you can convince me that your mind is still strong and quick.
And how might I go about that?
Follow those clearly labeled signposts.
Of course.
Bring me back proof that you have completed each trial, and then I will escort you to Mananin.
I know you won't answer honestly, but I'll ask anyway. Is all this some form of an elaborate trap designed to crush my bones, yank my arms out, or contort my body into a twisted sculpture of death?
Yes.
No.
Sounds like some good clean fun.
Graham's the best. No. The extinguish your flame is obviously a reference to the end of King's Quest V when Mordak turns into a ring of fire, and then Graham turns into summons rain clouds and puts them out. It's cute. It's a cute little throwback. I like that this game doesn't like decanonize any of the other King's Quest games, despite being very different. You know.
I can't figure out if something just broke or snapped back into place.
Yes, he went down, down, down to a burning ring of fire. Yeah, I have not played King's Quest VIII yet, so I'm not sure if there's any references in here to King's Quest VIII, but I would imagine not.
Grandpa, are you all right?
You okay?
I just haven't thought about these stories, in a long time.
Your ears are all red.
Just give me a moment. This part gets a little wacky. I think I should rest a bit first. You mind getting Grandma in here?
I'll be back after your nap.
Get your rest,
yeah.
dear. I'll be
Radioactive
back after
crystals,
dinner.
that'll do it.
I'll be fine. Take your time.
Just ring the bell if you need me.
Good night, my
And
love.
don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Graham, you're a wily one. Heck. I liked your joke. Oh, thank you. I think you were the only one.
Always seek adventure.
Always adventure. Always remember. Happy day. Frame rate on the game? Oh, is it bad? It looks fine on my end. Graham?
Oh, I wondered where you went off to. No, it's not time yet. I was promised another. I'll fight it, I assure you. But I'm afraid you're right. You've always been a straight shooter. It's true. The mirror never promised I would live another adventure. Only that my adventure would live on. Just let me say goodbye.
A chaka.
Afanata.
Do you smell that germite, Graham? It's a toxic fume, I'm afraid. One that is said to challenge the strength of the mind.
Oh, it was radioactive. To prove that your mind is still strong, you must survive your own thoughts. Do 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 do. Talk to the love of my life. Look in the mirror. You see a man who has a lot of unresolved business to attend to. Way higher resolution? Oh, way higher, yeah. Queen Valenice pleads with you to stay. Dear, you are pushing yourself too hard. Please don't engage with Manannan. Stay here and be with our family. I could never leave the kingdom in this wretched state for our children. Rosella and I can work to restore the kingdom. Please let us help. You don't need to face Manannan alone. I'm afraid I have to, son. Dad, you've given us everything we need. All we need now is you. There are still plenty of treasures I wish to leave for you. Score 4 of 8. I'm hiding it a little bit, but there's like a... Here, let me move out of the way for a sec. Here you go. There's like a little C prompt that fills in. Very cute. Yeah, we're pretty good at this game. Ooh, a locket. You find a golden locket on the ground and put it in your pocket. That rhymed. You're not sure what this treasure is for, but you're sure you'll need it later. The sound effects are very good. Is this going to kill us if we walk underneath it? No. Okay. Good. Behind Achaka's bust, you see a random string of pearls. You pick up the valuable but useless pearls, and store them in your seemingly endless pocket. You shrink as you walk down this hallway. You do, though. Grab! Oh my goodness. Hello! Welcome on in, Raiders. It's great to see you today. And hello! Welcome into King's Quest. Is that, King Anthony's song from King's Quest 5? How goes the quest for kinks? We found a couple. Pretty good. Sheeran, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. It's nice to see you all, though. I'm Lucky, or Bun, or Paige, whichever you prefer. I like to play puzzle games, horror games, and sometimes just bad games. But today, we're finishing up King's Quest 2015. Found a few kinks during that Sphinx arc. You know what? Fair. These small bushes in the background hold vast amounts of valuable yet useless treasure. You store it all in your magically never-filled pockets. That's 7 points. How goes this glorious quest of kinks this wholesome evening? Oh, it's too good. Does it lead us to the cum zone? All right. Just briefly, okay? Bubberkins, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Okay, just briefly. All right, welcome to the cum zone, y'all. You in it now. Heck, mind the mess. Not in the face. I gotta work later. I can clean up on aisle everywhere. Oh my god. I hope this stick isn't covered in something sticky. No! I've been bukkake'd with tarts. Alright. We did it. There you go. That's all you get. Heck. Are the slots loose at the cum zone? Only the loosest. Oh, we did. We at Sierra wish to thank you for playing King's Quest. We are very sorry that you did not succeed and hope you fare better next time. Good luck. Yes, start the list. Wait a minute. Now, this is King's Quest 6. This is what Alexander did. I love this Graham sprite. It's so good, though. Look at how good this Graham sprite is. It might just be a filter. But, like, oh my god. It's perfect. I love it. Oh, man. And it's got, like... I think it's got 8 directional movement? That's amazing. Oh! It's Acorn and Whisper! Oh no! Is this the bone zone? You bet it is. Oh. God, the sprite art's so good. I hope that the new Monkey Island looks like this. That's a heck of a face. Feels like it's radiating love for the old games. I've never played them, but I love them now. I know just what you mean, yeah. It's Amaya's Forge. I believe that the room we go into here depends on who you've interacted with most. So we're going to like Amaya's Forge here. However, I think you can meet the Cobblepots here if you go King Graham the Wise route, and if you go King Graham the Kind, I think you see Bramble and the Baker here. But this sprite work is great. Again, it might just be a filter, but I don't think so. I think this is unique sprite art. God, it's so good.
Graham? Is that you?
I love the portraits!
Wait, if you're here, does that mean that I am?
Well, what's your gut telling you?
That it would rather be filled with jelly beans instead of dread.
Calm down. It's not your time yet. I'm just here to help you navigate your own feelings.
Is there any advice buried in there? Perhaps on outsmarting Manny.
Oh, it's so
How
crushed.
I should
It's
make
great.
sure the legacy of King Graham the Brave will
Did you ever
not
play The
be
Dig by LucasArts?
forgotten.
I did. It's one of my
That what you're
favorites.
worried
Yes.
about? No wonder your stomach is tied in knots.
Let me have it.
Legacies are not about what you leave behind for people, Graham. They're about what you leave inside of people. Your kingdom might be best left for the young.
That's it? You don't have any sarcastic barbs or any items to give me that will eventually solve all my troubles?
Hey, I've given you everything I have to give. You're gonna have to complete this quest on your own.
Aww. She's so right, though. What legacy will you leave inside us, Bun? Was there ever any doubt? Ah! No, it's the legacy. That's the legacy that others leave. Look, legacy is stored in the ball. Oh gosh. Heckin'. Let's go smell the tarts now. Genetic legacy. Yes, friendship. Yes. It is an emotional scene. It's very emotional. I think that is an important, like, it's such an important, like, scene, though. And it's really good. And it's a great message. And I love it. I love every bit of it. And Amaya is too right.
Wake up, Graham. Your mind is strong.
Jeez, this is like the microwave hallway in Metal Gear Solid 4. But yeah, LucasArts' The Dig is one of my favorite adventure games. It's so good. Excellent sci-fi. Couple tricky puzzles. Archaeologist! Speaking of LucasArts, oh my goodness. Hello and welcome in. It's so good to see you. Heck. Oh, welcome on in, y'all. How you doing today? Oh my gosh, I didn't even ask. Greta and Archaeologist, what were y'all playing? I was playing Outlaws? Ooh. Ooh. What's Outlaws about? Do tell. Robert Patrick soon after he was the T-1000. Oh. Is that who that is? Huh. Western FPS using the Jedi engine. Oh, neat. Huh. Fascinating. Besides, speaking of LucasArts. Oh, speaking of LucasArts, I actually had to make a LucasArts icon. Let me see. Fior is working on a project and wanted me to make a little desktop icon. So I thought it would be cute if I made an icon for Bun Key Island. And I made this little lucky LucasArts icon to go with it. I thought that would be really cute. Just the old classic LucasArts logo. Adorkable. I do my best. Chromium lock. Proof my mind was still quick. Germite crystal. Proof my mind was still strong. I do love a spaghetti western. Very much so.
Great. Set that over there, and let me know when you've completed the trial of strength.
Ah, I see what's happening here. So do you remember in episode 1, we had to complete a trial of strength, a trial of speed, and then a duel of wits? What we've done is prove that our mind is quick and that our mind is strong. A trial of speed and a trial of strength. But both relating back to the wits.
Excellent. Right this way, please.
A real Megan mind.
Well, where is he?
Meow. Charmed, I'm sure.
Are you kidding me? You wish to challenge me like this?
Looks like the
Careful what
cat's
you
out of
say,
the bag.
King. My species has no bearing on my abilities.
I have no problems with cats, Manny, or goblins, or sphinxes. My issues are all with you.
No matter. The duel hasn't even begun, yet I've already won. Are you aware that you've hand-delivered everything I need to complete another batch of Cosmolotion?
Shocker.
Allow me to explain that you, King Graham the Imbecile, have once again...
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Wax poetic for 2 more hours, won't you? Pardon my vacant expression, though. I can barely hear out of my left ear anymore.
Fine, have it your way. I'll speak with brevity, long sentences, drawn-out syllables to emphasize a point, raising my voice, more sesquipedalian words, overuse of
It
the
is
term
Wallace Shawn, yes.
moron, and I'll need a hair from your beard for my final ingredient.
See you at sundown?
Meet me at the floating island.
Good chat.
Bon shot. Limk. That was pretty effective. I like that. I like that you could see the cat's eyes.
Dad,
Don't lick the
we brought you
radioactive
some
rock.
treats. Dad?
Oh. Well.
Grandpa!
Not the pancakes.
Dad, say something.
Story.
Gwendolyn, go get the nursemaids.
No.
He loves his warp
What do you want me
stone.
to do?
Oh,
What-
yeah.
What can I get you? You want Mom? Mom!
He's a goblin, not a skaven.
Sorry?
No, story.
The story. Help me finish it.
Let's get him back in bed. Grab his feet.
Graham!
I'm gonna try out the series one day, starting with the really old ones. You can get like the whole King's Quest collection for
I couldn't reach the bell.
a song these days.
I should have known you would try to escape.
I thought I needed one more adventure. One last trophy to hang on these shelves. But the only treasures I need are standing right beside me.
It's okay, love.
You weren't kidding about this part being said.
You can stop fighting. It's time.
Not before my story is done. You have to finish it.
Me? I don't know how it ends.
I'll help you.
I can't. I'm not ready. Gart should tell it.
Grandfather is passing his hat to you. I think you should take it.
King's Quest 3 is really mean. It's super rude. Yeah.
Go ahead, Cuddlebug.
Is the stream hitching for anyone else? I hope not. Looks like my connection is solid.
King Grandpa, the greatest adventurer to ever live, would do anything in his power to protect his family. As the sun set atop the floating island, Mordak placed the final goblet down for a toxic duel of wits.
That's a great start.
Welcome, friend. I'm glad you could make it.
Mananan restored himself back into human form using the ingredients Grandpa had unknowingly brought to him. But he was weak. The Germite crystal was the only thing keeping him alive.
Mordak has carefully designed a series of trials to test our wits. Don't worry.
Oh, they're doing
He
the thing.
hasn't given me any answers. Some of the goblets have been topped with hypnotic powder. We will complete each station individually. If you drink from any of the tainted cups, you will lose and be under my spell, and vice versa.
The goblets have been set up in stations, each with their own rules.
I'll spare you the
I wish I
long
could be topped with
speech
hypnotic power. Oh,
and
man.
Just let you read the rules. Ready to prove a goblin is
Yes,
smarter
please.
than a man?
Someone in this dev team punching the air when they realized they could do this with this VA. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they did it in episode 1 as well. This is actually just a more complex version of the puzzle we already did in the first episode. But it's a rematch against the same character, so that makes sense.
There was one clue for each set of goblets.
Mm.
Someone must have thought themselves pretty clever.
You're doing great, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. All right, what's our clue? 3 brothers wave, 2 of them knights, the other a knave. Knaves lie without fear, knights are truthful. Lend them your ear, only one cup is neutral.
Only one goblet was safe to drink from.
So one of these will tell a lie and the other 2 tell the truth, right? Cup 1 is safe. Guard B always lies. Cups 1 and 4 are tainted. Hey Alex, how you doing? I'm glad you're happy today. Cup 2 is tainted, and Royal Guard A always lies. Tanky, how you doing? So happy today. You know why? Do I? I do. Okay, so let's see. Cups 1 and 4 are tainted. Happy birthday! Oh my goodness. Cup 1 is safe. Guard B always lies. Okay, is it possible that A and C are both telling the truth? No. Because C says A always lies. So A can't be telling the truth, right? Because then B would be the one who lies, and C would be telling the truth that A lies. That's a contradiction, right? So A can't be telling the truth. Yes. Which means B and C are both telling the truth. So A always lies, cup 2 is tainted, cups 1 and 4 are tainted. That's not a contradiction. Correct. Okay. So cup 3 is fine. Be 32 in 3 weeks' time.
Finish this one too. Simple, really.
Oh my gosh, my birthday is coming up too. A is bad vibes. That's how I solved that puzzle. You know what? Fair. I've got a birthday coming up in almost exactly a month. A month and 1 day. Here we go. Which 4 goblets are safe to drink? This puzzle will reveal the link. Trolls carry napkins to wipe fruit juice from their chest. Dragons never eat grapes, the flavor they detest. Snoots and trolls peel their food before they ingest. Each creature eats a different type of fruit. Which treat pairs with a troll, dragon, badger, and snoot? Birthday. I'm having my unbirthday today. Today's my unbirthday too. Is a snoot a Jabberwocky creature? It sounds like it, but it's not. All right, so we have, I'm blocking it, I'm sorry. But the first column is apples, bananas, oranges, and grappes. And then we have trolls, badgers, dragons, and snoots. Okay, let's see. Trolls carry napkins to wipe fruit juice from their chest. So they're not eating bananas, right? Probably not grapes or apples either. I'm going to guess oranges. Oranges have fruit juice. Grapes do too, but... I love peeling my grapes? Huh, that's weird. I guess that's fine. That's probably fine. What do you do with the skin then? You just eat it separate? Don't eat the shabriri grapes? No, those are the bad ones. Eat the skin? Yeah, just eat it separately? Interesting. It does seem like a lot of work, yeah. Snoots and trolls peel their food. Okay, so that's oranges and bananas. And probably not grapes. They probably don't peel their grapes. I'm gonna guess. And dragons don't eat grapes. So let's see. Trolls are oranges. Because they have fruit juice and you peel them. Snoots peel their food as well. That's bananas. Dragons never eat grapes, so they're apples. And badgers is grapes. Cool. Okay, so any of the 4 goblets here, 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 or here are safe to drink. What is the reoccurrence of badgers? Great question. Oh, we gotta mark all of them. Okay. This one and this one. There we go.
Neither of us are hypnotized, so let's continue on.
Disappointing, but all right. Just because it's true doesn't mean you have to say it. But I signed up for hypno. We should maybe be paying attention to these. Each of the tables has a different symbol on it. The first one was the red diamond. The second one I think was purple. This one's a green heart. Guards standing in formation in 4 rows. They will align. Pay attention to their location. No guard should repeat on the same line. Find the 3s in their stations, and your cups will taste just fine. No guard should repeat on the same line. 4 rows, 4 columns. Okay, so we have to place 4 3s, and it's Sudoku, right? This seems too easy, though. Oh, I get it. Okay. This one's a 1. As is this one. Those 2 are 1s. There's a 4 here and here. Can I mark these? Oh, I can mark these. Okay. Right? Gotta be, okay. Gotta be that way? Gotta be that way. Alright. There has to be a 2 here and a 2 here. I think that's correct. And then that should be right. That one, that one, that one, and that one.
Not really much of a challenge for minds like ours.
A nice, easy little Sudoku. Eat the pith off the orange peel too for extra vitamins. Oh man, what my mom used to do is cut the orange peel, and you can like you can candy them. You can like sugar them, bake them, and there's a way to like prepare them into like little candied orange peel. Very good, yeah. Yeah, candied peels are super good. 111-511-113-242142. Interesting. Okay. Candied orange. Correct. Candied orange peel. The sugar cuts right through the bitterness. And you just get like orange and sweet, and it's very good. Oh, is it pie cross? Oh, I've never done pie cross. Each digit reveals a set of adjacent black squares in the corresponding row or column. Multiple digits in a row or column reveal multiple sets of consecutive black squares, separated by at least one square. 15 cups are safe to drink. Okay. So 1, 1, and 1 has to be like this, right? I'm thinking about this right? They have to be separated by at least a square. 5 has to be all 5, right? 2 separated by a space, and then 1. Oh, but this could be the 1 as well. Oh, and in fact, this has to be the 1, right? Because no matter where I put the... I'm sorry. I'm in the way. This last row is a 3. If I do these 3, the middle one is still there. If I do these 3, the middle one is still there. And then the only other one I could do is these 3, and the middle one's still there. So the middle one's always in. So these 2 have to be blank. This column is a 2, and we've got that already. So this 1 and 1 separated by a square can't be in the middle, or this one. So there needs to be one of them here, and then one in one of these 2 squares. Same with this one, and then this square is a 4. That's done. This square, is also 4. That's done, and this square is 2. So that's finished. 1 and 1, 3, 1 and 1. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's right. I should try pie cross sometime. This is a little castle, yeah. So there's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. So it's the ones that are marked. Okay. I feel like it should use our solutions.
You could have
from
made
them.
these a little more challenging.
I feel like it could have used the solution from the puzzle in order to just make the drinks work rather than typing in the answer twice. But you know. Cool math. I love that for me. Kings can be brave, compassionate, or wise, but there is only one path that leads to all 3. To find the one cup that is safe to drink, you must follow the path that begins on a triangle and ends on a 3. So I think this just has to be trial and error, right? 12 minus 9 plus 10 or... No, 10 or 11 is not going to wind up there. Because that can't get into negative numbers. So that's not correct. 12 minus 7 isn't low enough to add something. Like this last row is always adding. So it's neither of these 2. Because those are 10 or 11. That was actually too easy and spent ages doubting ourselves. It's probably 8 minus 5. No. 6 minus 5 plus 2. This one. 6 minus 5 is 1 plus 2 is 3. That's the one.
One more to go. Think you can handle it?
Are they drinking 1 cup or all the cups that are marked? I think they just have to take a sip. You should in fact play Murder by Numbers 90s Pie Cross Murder Mystery. That sounds cool. We might do that.
Lucky bun, lurk bun, math, good lucky bun, pet.
I'm not. I'm really not. I can do simple addition and subtraction, kind of, but I use my fingers for it. I'm not a math gay. I can't do that. And thank you for the 13 months, Spellmaker. Welcome back to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Great! I'll grab my stuff. A good king looks towards the future, but is always conscious of what he is leaving behind. Alright, so the one we just did was... Alright. So this was goblet number 3. I think that's right. I think that's red diamond. This one... There were 4 safe goblets here, right? But is it the 4 that were safe? What was the puzzle? A good king looks towards the future, but is always conscious of what he is leaving behind. By the way, very thematically appropriate. Yeah, look at all these, though. Oh, leaving behind. Got it. There's 3 goblets on this table. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 on this one. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 on this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 4. Right, so this has to be like logarithmic. I think so. It's like you add them up as you go, right? So it's 3 plus 12, 13, 14, so that's 15. Plus another 12 is 27. Right? There's no 27 on the board. We're doomed. Oh, maybe you have to do them in this order. Maybe you just have to do them in this order. Okay. But also the ones left behind in this puzzle? In this puzzle? No, this puzzle doesn't have an icon. Okay, so this one is 4. And then the blue spade is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 14? Is there a 14? No. Yes. 14. And then the red diamond. 14, 15, 16, 17. 16, 17. I think. Did you count right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. Plus 4.
2, 24, 12, 40, 16, 42, 8, 6, 55, 11.
Wait, what's the, what is it? 2, 4, 15, 16, 23, 42? Is that right? The ones from Lost. God, I hope that wasn't right. Because that would mean that I have neurons dedicated to remembering the numbers from Lost. I have a bingo? Congrats! Let me know if you have a bingo. Alright. I would 85% be mind controlled by this puzzle. Oh, I hope me too. Okay. Is this Lost? It is, yeah. Okay. 4 plus 10 plus 3. 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 10. 17. Yeah. 12, 6, 3, 1, 18, 7, 5, 10, 24, 56, 2, 9, 12, 2, 4, 35, 22, 15, 16, 36, 39, 42, 11, 14, and 0. Okay. Look at the lost numbers. It's 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, okay. Good. I'm glad I remember that for some reason. What a mess of a show. I think I liked it. I think I did. I think I still liked it. How many cups were left over on each table before this one? That's what I'm doing, yeah, because it was 4 from this one. This one had 10. This one has 3. And these two, I think both have 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 on both of those. So how do we mark 12 twice? Oh, there's 2 12s. That's what I was missing. I was missing that there are the 12 is written on here twice. That's it. That's whatever it was. That was it. Figured it out. Okay. So this, and this. Okay.
The duel was at a standstill. Neither competitor could prove they were smarter than the other.
I was afraid of this, friend. Although you started out as a lanky bumbleward, over the years my trials have conditioned your wits to equal mine. No matter, I have a backup plan. This flame enchantment will ensure neither of us can leave until the other has perished.
That seems excessive.
How about instead of wits, we engage in a lethal game of chance?
Grandpa had no choice but to play the game. He was trapped and his kingdom was on the line.
Just pulls out a revolver.
I won this set of goblets from a game of wits with Lord Sarwyn. One of them holds an irreversible eradicating elixir. A powerful magic that will slowly destroy whatever it touches from the inside out. There are no special markings or any way to puzzle out which is the poisoned vessel. If there was, I would have slipped it into the batter of your breakfast years ago. But what fun would that have been? We'll each take turns
Call an
choosing a
ambulance.
goblet to drink
But not for
until
me.
they're all gone, and the better man wins. You'll drink first.
Grandpa was at a loss. For the first time in his life, the 4 E's of puzzle solving could not inform his decision. There was no logic to puzzle out. No clues or hints. Just a simple choice of life or death.
I was right. The game was leading to a puzzle that just doesn't get solved, right?
Take your time. There's no strategy here. Just blind luck. Something you've always excelled at. Oh, don't mind that. Just a simple trinket.
Fun, haven't you played this? I remember very little about this last episode.
Take your time. There's no strategy here. Just blind luck. Something you've always excelled at.
Anything left or right? Slap banana and throw into fire.
Take your time.
I feel like this
There's
guy's
no
lying somehow.
strategy
I'm
here.
pretty sure
Just
he is.
blind
Yeah.
luck. Something you've always excelled at.
Like, I feel like there's a lie going on here. What happens if you keep tapping the map? I'll try it. And this is like the ending of Metal Gear Solid 3.
Leave that alone. It's just a decorative prop. Oh, don't mind that. Just a simple trinket.
I'm gonna go left.
Well, I guess you won. Bested me. Good show, old friend. Guess I'll ingest this and call it a night. But you know I don't play fair. And you've just revealed where the elixir is hiding. You played right into my trap, just like that foolish archer.
Not the goop! He's gonna goopify the whole castle!
Yep. Grandpa's life was spared, and our whole family moved to Avalon. The end.
No, Gwendolyn.
What?
It couldn't have ended like that. You know, if I chose that cup, it would have destroyed the very castle you are standing in. There is only one solution.
He was out of options. Grandpa looked around at the kingdom he created and realized there was only one choice.
Yeah.
No, Gwendolyn.
Grandpa knew the eradicating elixir would slowly destroy him from the inside, but Daventry would live on. That day, Manny was outsmarted in a way he never imagined possible. In a way he could not comprehend.
Huh. Nice move. I'll accept that. But let's see if I can help speed up the effects of that potion. You pushed a thinking man to brute force. I hope you're happy.
This seems unfair.
You've already won. There's no need to torture him.
It was at that moment, while his body was being jerked through the air, that Mordak was reminded of his first encounter with Grandpa. those memories stirred up something fierce inside Mordak. Manny didn't save him from a life
Justin
of
Mad
goblin
Dog,
abuse.
thank you for the follow, my
Grandpa
friend
did.
Whiskers.
And it was time he repaid the favor.
Leave him be. I won't ask you again.
I guess it's time I held your tongue.
Mordak redemption arc?
No! No!
Dang. That's quite a disappearance, though.
Manny's enchantments over the castle were broken, and he was never heard from again. Daventry continues to thrive and prosper, thanks to the sacrifices made by King Graham, the greatest grandpa to have ever lived.
Aww. Gart's like, are we not clapping?
Oh, yes.
I thought we were
He heard
clapping.
every word. Thank you, Gwendolyn. The hat suits you well.
It was beautiful. You kids have always brought so much joy to your grandfather.
All of his children have.
All right, kiddos, it's bedtime. Say goodnight to Grandpa, and I'll tuck you in.
Good night, Grandpa. I love you.
Ah! Wait a minute! Ah! Thank you, Gnosis. A little bit cuts the emotion of the scene, though. But you know what?
I love you too, God. And I am proud of you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
How was that? That's the big pet.
I just want to say, you're the best grandpa, and my favorite person in the world.
If you loved him, why'd
I
you
love
name
you.
him Gart? To be
I'm so
fair, I think
sorry you didn't
Alexander
get your
is.
last adventure.
Or Cosima.
Sweetheart,
No,
there
other way
is
around.
nothing to be sorry about.
I guess Rosella
I
did.
now know that all of my adventures will live on forever inside of you. As long as you keep telling my stories, they will never die.
Thanks for sharing them with me, Grandpa. I love you.
I love you too, dear. Go get some rest. Wake me in the morning, and we can make some pancakes.
Blim. Yeah, it's a chaka.
Grandpa.
So, this is a very good use of a game's mechanics being used to tell a narrative, right? So what's going on here is, narratively, King Graham is passing his hat down to Gwendolyn, right? But metatextually, what the game is doing is talking about the memories and the nostalgia that people who played the King's Quest games have for them. This is like a moment where Graham's adventures are going to live on through the stories that were told. And while Graham is like a fictional character, the people who worked on the King's Quest games still have a part of themselves that lives on through the games they made, through the art they created, right? People like Roberta Williams are living on through the works they've done and the stories they've told. So there's an aspect of metatextuality going on, and it's interesting that the idea of Graham's story living on is as much to Gwendolyn as it is to the player. And now that idea is brought home by the fact that we are now playing as Gwendolyn. We have moved the player surrogate from the Graham inside his stories. We've never played Graham now. We've played Graham in his stories. So if you think about it, to a certain extent, the Graham that we have been playing with has always been the idea of Graham that exists in Gwendolyn's mind. What she's thinking when Graham is telling his stories. So in a way, the player character that we've always had has been Gwendolyn, not Graham. It's only now that they have pulled that out and applied the gameplay mechanics to the modern day that that it becomes recontextualized in that way. And I think that's awesome. It's super good. I also love this panel from King's Quest 6. It's this game's devs having received the hat and potentially somebody in the audience picking it up in the future. Yeah. I do really also like this hallway shot. That's episode 2. Episode 1. I need to point out as well, all these tapestries change depending on what you did. So we made friends with Ulfi, and he's the one who got us the eye. So that's why Ulfi appears here. There could be different characters depending on what, how you got the eye. Gosh, I need to go grab the door. I'll be right back. 2 seconds. There. Hello. I'm back. I hope y'all weren't bored. But how's it going? Oh. You know, we played as Gwen before and only her in the present day. Kind of, yeah. We had like button prompts to, I think. Maybe? No. No, I don't think so. Need a cigarette break soon? Yeah, no worries. In episode 2, this will reflect whoever you escaped with. Because we left with Amaya. We get to see Graham with Rosella. Oh, he's so proud. And with Alexander. I like Alexander's design in this game. I think he looks great. They captured his doofiness from King's Quest 6. And here's him with Nice. And King Graham looking like a Dark Souls character. Could have sworn after she woke from a nightmare. Perhaps. Maybe I'm just misremembering. But I like this. It's very good because, like, it's both a representation of all the choices we've made and all the things we've done, and it kind of solidifies all of the impact that we've had on the game in like a physical form. But also, this hallway is very long and Gwen is very small, and it kind of feels like King Graham's legacy is like too big. It's dwarfing her, right? The furtive punter. The loathsome pun eater. Yes, that. Oh. It's Amaya's picture from when we used her picture on the well. And she gave us that arrow. Oh. Dem addendums. Stick everything in your pockets. Gotta, right? Hmm. Why are some lines blacked out? Changes to the addendums. Amendments to the addendums, if you will. Addendments.
My sweetheart Gwendolyn, when you read this letter, you'll already know about the crown I have left for you and why. Please don't worry about me.
This is not the
I lived
epilogue
a
yet.
long, fulfilling life, and I wouldn't change one decision. I've led this kingdom with all the bravery I could muster, and I've seen that same courage in your eyes. But I would never force upon you rules and addenda to protect my legacy. You must make your own decisions. I only share my stories in the hope that they would help you down whichever path you choose for Daventry. Go forth and be Queen Gwendolyn the Brave, or the Patient, or the Dragon Slayer. Just know that I will always be watching over you and kissing your forehead from the stars above.
I'll be watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Damn. Where are we going next? Maybe the people should also have the option to make their own rules. Oh, it's a great concept. I agree. We should dismantle the monarchy. I can. Heck. These hearts, they're coming out of the mirror. This is great timing. Perfectly done. That mirror do be making some tarts, though. All right, now we got to do the epilogue. Graham just hanging out with Ronnie for 1,000 years in the stars above. Stars above. I like the little feathers she has in her head.
Away from home. I was well practiced within the safety of the castle walls. But today, my feather was gonna get its first real notch. Every good adventure seeker knows to be prepared, and I most definitely am.
Rope, a bow, an axe we can use on everything? Gotta go with the pan-colored rope. Pansexual rope.
Acorn's legendary adventuring rope. Check. A Chaka's bow that Grandpa used on many a quest. Check. Who knows what danger lurks out here? Trusty hatchet. Check. Oh. Well, I guess that's it. All right, Yarble Snoofs. Come out, wherever you are. I need that tracking badge.
My axe, my bow, and my scarf. I mean rope. Yeah. Stealth intel, is that panarchy? Is it panarchy? Is that what it's called? Oh, it is panarchist. Perfect. Amazing. A rope is going to be doing some serious accessory work when you're not just tying things to other things.
A queen still needs to develop new and important skills. You can always be better. Yeah. Okay, that was pretty good.
I like the little feather in her hat and like in her hood and how it matches Graham's hat. It's very cute. Okay, we got the big footprints here and the little
These
footprints
must be
here.
Yarblesnoof tracks.
Hmm.
These prints are all over the castle stables. So, definitely Snoot tracks.
Yep. Hmm.
These prints are all over the castle.
Whose snoot is this?
What would Grandpa do?
Yarble Snoof is pleasing to say. It sure
I
is.
felt as though I was at a loss for what to do. And then I remembered. I was a 4th-ranked Wetzel Wolf Scout. I needed to slow down and observe what was around me.
I see them. Look at these snoot.
And here we find the snoot. The scout guide says he can leap nearly 30 feet in the air. I feel that's unlikely.
I don't know. What are they, like 10 feet tall?
Grandma always warned me about the stomping tendencies of snoots, but I'd never seen it in action. I wonder if I could get them to stomp somewhere else.
Maybe we could boop these snoots.
Grandma always warned.
I love them. I love them too. It is a dog that is a horse,
Small
yes.
food for a small animal.
Grapes. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Horses don't exist, but dogs do. So it's just a dog. Yes. They do got beans, though.
These prints are all.
Yarble snoof tracks. Humans never eat grapes because they're big animals. It's true. Real big.
Did I leave these footprints? I don't remember walking here before.
Human tracks. Hey, wait a minute. See a little caravan out there? It looks familiar. Ah, the most dangerous prey. Hello, squirrel.
Sorry about the trouble, little one.
Here, have some grape.
And now we wait and hide.
Enjoy your grape.
Guess that wasn't Yarblesnoof food.
Bandicoot.
This looks to have the
Badger.
perfect spring for my trap.
Ah. Ooh. My brain cell is working overtime. Welcome back, Molly. It's good to see you.
I should hide here once I've set the trap. I don't want to scare off any Yarble snoofs.
Mm-hmm.
This looks to have the perfect spring for my trap.
Yeah, there we go. Did that rope get longer? It's got a lot of spring to it.
And now we wait and hide.
I'm gonna catch that badger.
Ah, come on, it's safe.
I don't think he's fooled. Yeah, rope is as long as it needs to be. It's a pan rope. What has the studio done since this game? As far as I know, nothing. I think this might be their only game. Chomp.
I think these will work.
Yeah, I'll just take some of them leavies. Violence. They did a side-scrolling puzzle platformer about collecting pies. Really? Banooies! Look at them! Look at them banooies!
Never seen these tracks before. What else is out here?
Grandfather, I crave violence. They did hive swap? No, they didn't. They did a Homestuck game? They didn't. It was a whole thing. They were commissioned to work on a Homestuck game. And then apparently didn't receive any design documents, so...
And there's the Yarble Snoof. They're said to be quite elusive, but I'm guessing everyone found them annoying and chose not to bring them to town.
Oh. Oh, that's a weird Pokemon. Oh. Well, alright. That's some Yarble Snoofs over here. That's what this is. Grapes. Yabi. It's Yabi. Find a Yarble Snoof. Or
These
all
are
Yarble
nature's
Snoofs.
adventuring ropes.
I don't think they want us touching the vines.
Why are they so obsessed with keeping their heads in the dark?
They're great. I love them. They're perfect. No notes. This guy just hanging out over here? Oh, so chill. This music's really good too. I don't think we've heard that track before. They do be vibing. Yarble Snoof's being a weird guy. They're just weird little mans. They're just a weird little man. They're just a little guy on their birthday.
And now we wait and hide.
Yeah. Caught him.
Let me cut you down.
That's not a Yarble Snoof.
Got you. Now, just hop into my hood and we'll be on our way.
Some Diogenes Behold a Man vibes. Yeah, definitely. Behold a little man. Just a little guy. A little guy on his birthday. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Are we gonna... Where's she storing items? In her hood. You got a little cloak. A little cloak and a hood. Behold, Badger. What a little terror. Oh my god. Really, they had an iOS game. They gave them the PlayStation Home? Oh my god.
I don't know why Snoots like this so much.
Them snoots just ran through here. Nothing else since the final chapter of this.
Never seen the...
We did. We booped the snoots. It's true.
Okay.
Oh.
I need to find a way to get those sugar shrooms. Moon? Meet logic. Nope.
I don't think that was too moon logic-y. I don't know. Bananas. Hey, Shep. How's it going? It's one of those puzzles where you have to get the wolves and the sheep over the river. Nah, nothing like that. A Naban. A bad nana. Been well? How about yourself? Doing great. Oh. He's just a little guy.
Okay. I need to find a way to get those sugar shrooms.
He's just a little man. Oh, it's too much fun. Pardon me, you're in the way of my banana. What a perfect animation. Co-op? I'll have to check that out. Oh no, he's got our rope.
Yes! Sugar shrooms!
I blame you for the fact that I don't want to fan remake remasters of King's Quest 1 through 3 because I've never actually played those ones myself. I hope you're enjoying them. Also sorry. You have died. Save, restore, or quit. Where do we put some sugar shrooms? Right here. Because those things are too annoying to deal with. They're pretty annoying. Oh my god, that animation is amazing. Look at him go. Look at him come back. Wait a minute. No, I need to watch this. Oh my goodness. No, we need to do it again. I need him to do his little sonic loop. Look at him go. Oh, I love it. Those things are such a danger to themselves. Yeah.
This should give me the length I need.
Yeah, these things are, They got the original VA for Graham? Really? That's amazing. Huh. I should find those. We want to catch one of these
Round
things,
peg,
right?
square hole. Do I seem like I'm repeating myself?
Vines, aka nature's adventuring rope. Oh, little guy just hanging out. Alright, so I think my plan is to head back to the place where we can make a little trap here. Okay. I don't think there's any true failure states in them. Oh, that's good. Yeah, King's Quest V was a little bit mean with those. I don't know if we really needed the leaves to cover this one up, just because, like, I don't think garble snoots are really that intelligent.
And now we
I don't
wait
think they're going to
and
notice an
hide.
obvious trap like that.
Got you. Now, just hop into my hood and we'll be on our way. What are you doing in there? I can help. You got yourself into this mess, not me. I was just catching garble snoofs. Yeah, I'll get you down. I'll just shoot you down instead of using my hatchet.
I love them. Oh no. It's our friend's granddaughter. Yep.
Almost. Shrekky? Wait. Dragon? Chaka. You know a Chaka? A Chaka.
What about the Shrekky?
Shrekky Morta Chaka. Tatsuki Morta Shrekky. Morta?
Yeah. Shoot it. Wait a minute.
Shaggy! Stallama! Wait! It's just a Shrekky. Dragons are great.
Yeah, they are, though. Fancy cakes.
Fancy cakes.
Even the bad ones? Especially the bad ones.
Shaggy! Stallama!
Quick run. This is certainly a situation. Hmm. Alright, that's kind of amazing. I have lost the plot here. There's a... Okay. We're being chased by Yarble Snoofs. Being chased by a baby dragon. Being chased by Mr. Fancy Cakes. Being chased by a Chaka's granddaughter? Oh no.
Nuh-uh.
Hmm. Huh? We're gonna need to put something there. Hmm. Seems like a Hanna-Barbera cartoon situation. Only because it's got a repeating background.
I don't think so.
Bananas. Yeah, let's just add more chaos to the situation by getting some snoots in here. Yum, 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 yum. It didn't peel its food. You're too right. Hmm. All the snoots. I'm a big fan. Hmm. Now what? Oops.
Buta? Oh, right. Shoot. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can do this. I can do this. I can't do this. Stallama! Buta! You got this. Come on.
Yeah.
Afanata! Almost there.
Yeah.
Keep going.
The rope. There we go. The Shrekky. Oh. Oh. Oh, just one of the apples. Yeah, that makes sense.
Was amazing. We just defeated a twirling, whirling gaggle of Yarblesnoofs and the most menacing dragon I have ever seen. Well, it was the first dragon I've ever seen, but we did it! I can't believe I had to use a Chaka's bow. Are we the dueling archers now? I don't want to duel you. I just think you're much better than me. But we can be super friendly archers. I didn't think I could make the shot. I've never been able to make the shot, but you believed, and then I did. And then you threw the rope, and then did it. This is the best adventure ever, and I'm still gonna get my Wetzel.
She's doing the Graham thing.
And now I have a new best friend, and this is the best. Oh, sorry. I get a bit excited when it comes to adventure.
Afanata.
I'm Queen Gwendolyn, granddaughter of King Graham the Brave.
Alfanata.
Taskia. Achaka. Grand.
Oh, Achaka was your grandfather. Well, my grandfather gave this to me, but without Achaka, I wouldn't be here.
They're gonna grow
belongs to
up being lesbians.
Afanata.
Hey, Lanathema, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Welcome to the Court of Hearts, Your Majesty. Oh my goodness, look at this hug!
I hope we adventure again soon, Taskia. Maybe with less Shrekkies.
Shrekky!
No, it's fine. I don't think it meant to cause any harm. It's not even the same dragon.
Oh.
See? It's just hungry.
Well, baby dragon. Time wizard. Baby dragon.
A pet dragon.
And then they moved in together and they grew old and they had pet dragons. They raised dragons together? I know the epilogue's pretty short, but it's also like, it's good. It's good. It's a good little wrap up. It's very fun. And it's nice to see after how heavy the end of episode 5 gets, you know? Yeah, the epilogue's needed. So the epilogue only came with the complete collection, though. Like, if you just bought the episodes individually, you don't get the epilogue, and that feels like it's missing out, you know? Like, I couldn't imagine enjoying this as much without it. I dearly enjoy how Alexander... I think that was Alexander and Rosella. Yeah. Is the epilogue included in the physical version? Yes. Yeah, if you buy the game now, you get everything. I'm sure. But if you were just buying the episodes individually, you didn't get it. Yeah. She had gray hair, so I assumed it was Valenine's. Oh, it might have been. You might be right. That would make sense, too. I hope Gart's alright. Like, we don't get a lot of closure for him. I wouldn't mind getting it on eBay and not supporting Activision. That's ideal. Hey, if you like this game, I recommend playing it. Pirate it. Don't support Activision. They fucking suck. It is, you know, not only morally acceptable, but a moral good to pirate from corporations. Are we allowed to say that on Twitch? I don't know. But yeah, nah. Yeah, especially Ubisoft and Activision, yes. But yeah, I think this game is stupendous. I kind of love it. And I don't see anybody talking about it. So I just, I'm glad I got to show it to everyone. Piracy is preservation. The companies who own things you love do not care if those things last or not. Absolutely. And it's not stealing if it's from a corporation. It's reclamation. Yeah. Good night, Steve. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I like Gwendolyn. I think she's great, and I would absolutely like a follow-up to this. I would be so here for another King's Quest game in this style, continuing this story. Hoya! Hoi! Shinzo, thank you so much for the raid. Oh my goodness. Welcome on in, y'all. It's so good to see you today. Hey, how's it going? Oh my gosh. There we go. All right, I'm getting comfy. So good to see you all. I'm Bun, or Lucky, or Paige, whichever you prefer. Shinzo, what were you playing today? Spidey guy, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Nice to have you all here. We just finished up King's Quest. Heck. Risky Rain 2. I love those games. Risky Rain's pretty fun. And I'm not usually into roguelikes, but those ones are really heckin' entertaining. Oh my gosh, let me see. Made me cry inside. Oh, I'm sorry. Heck. My cat just came to snuggle and watch. Aww. Oh. Heck. Well, pet that cat. King's Quest made me cry outside. Same. Man, this game tugs at the heartstrings. But it's also really fascinating. I think it's really interesting to see what it is trying to do with an old property like King's Quest, right? Respectful Will, thank you for the follow, my fur and whiskers. Kuno, congrats on verifying. I'm sorry that I've got the phone verification on. It's, but hey, it's a good idea. Activate 2FA on anything you use. It's more secure. It's a good idea. And it cuts down on hate raids. We get a lot of bots and hate raiders and stuff because we use the queer tag here. So, you know, but it helps cut down on that kind of thing. And thank you, Kuno. It's spelled differently, but gosh, I just can't not think of Kuno from Disco Elysium. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about your factors. Kuno will authenticate anything. Fuck does Kuno care? I do love him though. It's the worst. Probably the most creatively interesting Activision has been involved in for a long time. I think I agree with that. Activision did have a while where it published a bunch of indie stuff. And it had a couple very fascinating little games. Let me see if I've got another one of them on here, actually. Let's see. No, it doesn't look like... Doesn't look like I do. I wonder if it's in... my full library. Hang on a sec. Sort by most recent. No. 346. Jeez Louise. Z to A. Okay. Here we go. Cool. White Knight. Okay. This, White Knight. This is an Activision game? Go heckin' figure. Is it the PS5 interface? It is. Yeah. This is a black and white detective noir horror game. It's a cute and interesting little, very weird game that I played on stream before. And published by Activision for some fucking reason. Very cool, very striking, and I think it's delisted from everything. I don't think there's a way to purchase this anymore. I think you just have to pirate it. That might be the only way to get it. But yeah. Weird. Hop on VR? Oh, have a good time. And thank you so much for the rations. Oh my gosh. But yeah, there was a time when Activision was publishing a few weird and kind of interesting games like that. Why do you have We Happy Few? I think it was a PS Plus game at some point. I liked some of the DLC for that game. But I was a little disappointed at how survival based the base game was. Probably three people in a closet that the corporation forgot existed. Yeah, so
Great
it's...
bits for the band.
Oh, Kuno, thank you so much for the bits. Oh my gosh. It's weird because Activision had no involvement in those, right? Aside from being a publisher. Same with this King's Quest one. Activision bought Sierra, so they own all the licenses for the King's Quest games and stuff like that. They also own the licenses, oddly enough, I'm pretty sure, for Phantasmagoria and Phantasmagoria 2. Not that they're gonna do shit with those. It's my sincerely held belief that companies should not be able to buy each other. I think if a company goes out of business, all their material and their IPs becomes public domain. Fuck them. Fucking gross that companies are allowed to buy each other. Nothing good comes out of that. Anyway. Yeah, Phantasmagoria 2 is delightfully queer. And so it's... So I don't think Activision had very much involvement in the production of this King's Quest game, aside from publishing it and letting them use the IP. Aside from that, I don't know how much they did, actually. Corporations are, in general, evil. Absolutely agree, yeah. Don't you like the Disney mega conglomerate that rules all media production in America? I don't think anybody does. I think everybody who's on the left side of politics is mad at Disney for being fucking homophobic and supporting politicians that are trying to strip rights away from LGBT individuals. And everybody on the right side of politics, right-leaning, is upset because Disney one time had a gay character in a sitcom. So I feel like everybody hates them. Some for more valid reasons than others. But yeah.